Today's video was supposed to be a Q&A, but this question right here made me realize that I've got a lot I want to unpack and get off my chest. So instead, I'm going to give a little life update. Get vulnerable with you guys for a few minutes. Before we start, I want to give a little disclaimer. I'm going to be reading off my notes a little bit here just so that I don't ramble and go on and on about unnecessary details, which will cause me to lose my train of thought and then just make this video really messy. But let's begin. As you guys have probably noticed, I've fallen behind on the vlogs. And it's not because I haven't been filming. I actually have 2 videos that still need to go up, yesterday and the day before's. It's just that I haven't been able to keep up with the editing. I don't know if it's because I'm getting older or what, but sacrificing my sleep and health for the grind, the hustle, just isn't as worth it as it used to be. That's not to say I'm quitting. I still want to complete these next 30 vlogs. It might just take me 45 days, maybe longer. I just want to make sure I'm doing this in a sustainable way this time that doesn't burn me out. You see, when I first started this vlog series, I was ahead by 4 days and I felt on top of it. But after just a couple of days of working 18 to 20 hours, only getting 4 to 6 hours of sleep, I started getting anxious and stressed about whether these vlogs were good enough. And then I'd go make a video I wasn't proud of because I was running on fumes. And that would just make everything worse. I get in my head thinking I wasn't cut out for this. The fear, the doubt, the pressure, it would all pile up until I finally took a break, and as soon as it did, boom, I felt better. I felt human again. I'd get motivated and start uploading, and then the cycle would repeat. At first I thought maybe it was because I had quit real estate and I was just a little unsure of myself. Like maybe I was rusty trying to get back into YouTube, but after repeating this pattern a few times, I realized I'm not feeling this way because I'm not good enough. I'm feeling this way because I'm exhausted. And when I'm exhausted, it's really easy to convince myself that I suck, that I'm trash, both physically, mentally, and even creatively. Then when my work reflects that burnout and I don't like the videos I'm making because I'm so tired, I start to believe that lie in my head. The other day when I finally ran out of that wiggle room, I panicked. I was running on empty, trying to make a video I hated, and suddenly I thought, damn, did I actually fail? Again? Again I failed? It was embarrassing, and I started beating myself up. Am I not working hard enough? Have I gotten lazy? What is wrong with me? And then, my videos weren't performing the way I had hoped, and that really sent me spiraling. Like, did I make a mistake coming back to this? Do people even care anymore? Should I be headed in a different direction? Over the years, through therapy and a lot of soul searching, I've come to realize that this is a long-standing insecurity that I've had forever. The feeling of not being good enough. My way of coping is to get hyper-focused on a goal and outwork that insecurity. And this helps when I can handle the pressure, but when I can't, and I tend to bite off more than I can chew, it just reinforces that same feeling I've been trying to outrun, that I suck, I'm not good enough. It's just something I've got to work on, and honestly, the fact that I can even say this out loud and understand it's happening is huge, because in the past, I would have just pushed harder, hustled more, ignored the signs, and I think that's exactly what led me to have my mental breakdown a few years back. It was all these emotions I couldn't express or even recognize, just building up until I finally broke. And I can't help but think, what would have happened if I had just known to check in with myself back then? If I could have had this conversation with myself sooner, things would have turned out so differently. I mean, I probably wouldn't have crashed like I did and tried changing my entire life's direction by going into real estate, which isn't a bad thing, but where that feeling was stemming from, the reason why I got into real estate is a bad thing. Doing it out of those insecurities. I mean, jumping into real estate itself was me just trying to outrun it instead of sitting with these feelings, understanding them, and getting to the root cause of the problem. Truthfully, without the skills I've been learning through therapy, I absolutely could have fallen into that pattern again, that trap. And I almost did. I mean, these last 20-ish days felt really similar to what I've experienced in the past. So once again, I took a break and I instantly felt better. I had some clarity and realized, you know what? My channel is doing better than it has in a long time. Monthly views are up, subscribers are up, and most importantly, I'm still able to provide for my family doing exactly what I want to do every day. I get to live with my family instead of away from them, and I don't ever want to take that for granted ever again. Now that I've had time to take a step back, I realized how silly it was for me to expect a video I film and upload in one day to perform the same as all my other videos, which have taken me weeks, if not months, to film and edit. And it's just the unnecessary pressure I added to myself that was unrealistic, really. It was just unrealistic expectations. But since we're on the topic of life updates, you guys remember those apartments? I talked to you guys a while back about how the deal wasn't going the way we had originally planned. Well, things just got a whole lot worse. After months of trying, we couldn't get the plans approved by the city, which means we just have to sell the land we bought as is. Without getting too deep into the weeds, the power box we were planning on using isn't being approved by the city because our project has over a certain amount of units, and the city wants us to put a bigger commercial grade one that costs more money, is going to be more delays, has more regulations, and we really just can't afford it. We can't afford the costs of all that right now. This project has turned into a massive headache that was supposed to be something exciting and future building for my family, something that was supposed to begin to set us up for the rest of our lives, and now I just have to walk away from it. Years of patience and work just to be gone. Even though I know it's part of the game, especially in real estate, it still hurts like a lot. I mean, it's draining, dude. And when I felt like I let myself down all over again. It's definitely added to this emotional weight I've been carrying around. I mean, I've been doing good for so long, and now it feels like I'm just failing at everything I attempt. Like quitting real estate, not staying consistent with the uploads. And now this, I'm just like, oh my God. I feel like a failure. Like, damn. I'm trying to stay positive though and realize that that's okay. I've learned that in the game of life, you learn through your failures and not your successes. So I'm just being handed out a ton of lessons right now. Lastly, I'm having this internal conflict with myself because I want to give my all to YouTube while I still can. I mean, I have always believed that a YouTuber's career is finite, but at the same time, I feel like I'm longing for stability, like getting a job that isn't so entrepreneurial. I mean, who knows how much longer YouTube will be a thing for me, and I really want to cherish it while I can. But a part of me also craves the stability that comes from a non-entrepreneurial career. For example, both YouTube and real estate are really similar in the sense that I don't always know the work I put into it is going to reap the results I want. I'm kind of longing for a job. Something that takes all the guesswork out of my life and provides me stability, like knowing exactly what I have to do, knowing exactly what to expect, and knowing exactly what I'll get in return. Like becoming a pilot. I kind of want to start getting my license, but I'm going to wait on that for now because like I said, I really want to give YouTube my all. Everything I've got. One last time. Oh, look at that. Someone's flying around me. The irony in that makes it feel like it's meant to be, but one last time to prove to myself that I can not only do this, but I remember missing this so much. I don't want to walk away from this just yet. I really want to enjoy it for maybe a few years while I can before I decide to go all in on something else. Right now, I just really want to be present and enjoy my time with my family because this is something I've wanted for so long, and I'm so grateful to have it again. I know it's not going to last forever, so I really just want to soak it in while I can, you know? And I really have been. I mean, on a brighter note, the goal of trying to have the best summer ever has been going great so far. The kids and I have been having an absolute blast, and I honestly wouldn't want it any other way. This is the life I want to live, and I'm getting to live it right now. I'm just learning that with good comes some pressure, and I just gotta balance those two out. Yeah, there's some pressure. I mean, that's what this whole video has been about, but with it comes so much joy that it makes it all worth it. I wouldn't have it any other way. So if you're still watching this, thank you. Like really, for your support, for your patience with me, and for still being here. But anyways, I'm still on this journey. I'm just learning to move at a pace that doesn't destroy me so I could sustain it for longer. But thanks again for sticking with me, and there'll be more to come soon. I hope you guys enjoyed today's vlog. I know it was a little chatty, but I feel better already. I mean, I felt better taking the break and just be like, alright, yeah, I'm ready to vlog again, but just stepping right back into it with these last 2 videos felt kind of weird, so I'm glad I got this off my chest and was able to talk to you guys. Hope you enjoyed it, and I will catch you in the next one. Peace!